Music that moves, news that matters. FM 96.3. I'm Wayne. Welcome to Community Conversation. I'm here with Jared Rake You. Or Rake You. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I've never met you. Nice to meet you.
First time. Very nice to meet you, too.
We work in the same building. Just haven't crossed paths.
You know, it's that big of a building.
Yeah. How long have you been with the city now? You're still the new guy.
I am still very new. I am under 6 months, so still learning the ropes, still trying to get a grasp of everything. But it's been fun. Waupaca's been great, and the people have been great. So great to be here.
Tell us your impressive title.
Impressive title. Well, it's long, but
that's
probably,
why I'm letting you say it.
Yeah, probably doesn't mean much. I am the Community and Economic Development Director. Just really in charge of the building inspection department, code enforcement, and then zoning.
Perfect.
Essentially, so.
Well, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics because I love snow, I love ice, and I love the cold. Not. Snow removal. I'm all for that.
Yeah, no, snow removal it's a big topic, whether it's in Waupaca, Stevens Point, Appleton, anywhere.
Yeah, you're the new guy, but this is not new to the city. This is not new ordinances or codes or anything. We just want people to remove the snow from their residential areas, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I guess everybody has a responsibility to remove the snow off of their sidewalks that's in front of their house or adjacent to their property.
Okay.
This is for various reasons. This is for the kids that walk to school. This is the kids that walk to their activities. This is for the postal workers, the FedEx workers, everyone who uses the sidewalks, elderly especially, those who maybe don't drive and they need to walk somewhere, or maybe just to their friend's house to play a game of cribbage.
Right.
Whatever the case may be, it's utilized by many, and it's important to have the sidewalks clear and free.
All right. And I agree. I'm physically challenged all of the time. Bad enough if you're out in the cold and you have to walk in it. Mm-hmm. Worse when you have to climb over snow piles or deal with the ice because somebody didn't take care of the situation.
Always.
So what is the lay of the land? What's the city's take on time frame?
Yeah, so
snow removal?
Yeah, so time frame, it's per our ordinance, which is 8.09, snow removal and ice. We require that the sidewalks be free of snow and ice within 24 hours of the end of the snowfall event.
Okay.
So, and it's a little bit of a leeway. 24 hours, our streets guys are still out cleaning 24 hours. They work very hard, diligently, as soon as that snow is ended to get everything that is city owned and city responsibility cleaned off. So, they're out there doing that same thing in the 24 to probably 48 hours. We do have a lot of streets. We have a lot of property we need to clear and make sure that is clear for the public. So our ordinance says 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Of course, we are not out there right at the 24-hour mark, inspecting by any means. But
yeah, the city's not out to get you.
No,
they have they have better things to do than shovel someone's property, right?
As much as they love helping residents,
right,
they do have other responsibilities they need to take care of. So.
Is there a fine or anything for people that don't take care of the snow?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is one of the elements that has to come with it. The first offense, when it does occur, it's a $75 fee. And that $75 fee is meant to cover the labor, materials, equipment, inspection, stuff like that.
Right.
So it's an average cost. Of course, if somebody has a corner lot or maybe has a large span of sidewalk on their property, it may take a bit longer, and vice versa. If they have a smaller lot, it may take less time and be less expensive. But that $75 is really that ballpark average. It is right in the middle of everything. It's usually that typical cost, and so that's what we charge for simplicity purposes. The second offense, it does go up, as we are trying to discourage people from not shoveling. We would like them to shovel. We'd like them to do it themselves.
Snowblow.
Yep, exactly. Salt, sand.
That's my way to do it. Snowblow.
Yeah, no, snowblowers. It's a whole lot easier if you got one.
Yep.
That second offense it is a $75 fee plus a $169 citation.
Oh,
So it does increase.
well, that'll hit the pocketbook.
Yeah, no, it hurts a little bit. It's not something we take pleasure in doing by any means,
Right.
but it's meant to encourage them to do it themselves so the city doesn't have to do it for them.
So if you make an effort, okay, say, I shoveled half of my walk and I did my driveway so I could get to work, and it happens to snow again while I'm at work, no worries. You have 24 hours from when that snow came to finish off the rest, right?
Yeah, and again, keep in mind, I mean, if it snows on a Monday and it's going to snow again on a Wednesday,
Yeah.
our snowplow crews, they will still be out plowing
Yeah.
city-owned property. Inspection, if it snows on a Monday, snows on a Wednesday, inspections probably wouldn't even occur till Friday at the earliest.
Right.
There are other priorities, and unfortunately, staff have other things to do as well, so there's a bit of a lead time in there.
And I would say be neighborly. If you have an elderly neighbor or your neighbor is sick or down for the count, do the deed.
Yeah, of course. And
Good karma, believe me, I know. Good karma goes a long way.
You are correct. It does. And I mean, even those, if you're going to be on vacation, reach out to your neighbor and say, hey, can you shovel my driveway if it snows? Or just the sidewalk. I mean, their driveway doesn't even need to be shoveled.
Yeah.
Just the sidewalk needs to be clear so the public can use it. So, your neighbors are your friends, hopefully.
Yeah. Or if they're not, make friends.
Exactly.
Now, apartment complexes, I would imagine, most of them have their own plow service or what have you, but double check your lease. Make sure you know what's going on there.
Yep, no, that is always good to do too. Especially in apartment complexes, you're probably pretty free and clear as they hire a company, and they're pretty on top of it if there's a management company. For those maybe duplexes, triplexes, the smaller, maybe more locally owned, definitely check your lease, check with your landlord, check your lease agreement. There may be a section in there that it is your responsibility. It may be that the landlord contracts out for that too,
Right.
But it's something that it is the tenant's responsibility. It is the landlord's responsibility as well to notify their tenant if it is their responsibility. But
Right.
You got to communicate, landlords, tenants. Just make sure you know who's doing
We
it.
have 4 seasons here in Wisconsin. So in the summertime, you mow your lawn, and that's more aesthetics. Yeah, there can be rodents and things, but you don't hear about people slipping on the tall grass and breaking a leg, right?
No, not typically. No.
Yeah, but this can lead, depending on how cold it is outside and what have you, a slip on the ice or the snow can lead to other health issues. Correct?
Very much so. Yes.
Yeah. And the city, once again, the city is not out to get you, but don't be Joe Blow Spaghetti-O who's too busy playing beer pong that he can't break away and take care of the snow, right?
I can agree. Yes.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to touch base on today?
No. We do have a process again that is in place that we go out and inspect. I'll put it out there and be as transparent as possible. With that lead time, we have a time frame of 24 hours that we would require the sidewalks
they're not
to be
watching
clear.
the stopwatch.
Yeah, and by the time our staff gets out there to inspect, it's usually 48 to 72 hours after, which in the grand scheme of things is too long.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we can only do so much as we have other
It
priorities
is timely,
as well.
though.
And that's why we sincerely request that the property owners do that themselves.
And it is Wisconsin. It can snow today and snow later today.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. Well, thanks for coming in. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Jared Raku. I'm Wayne. This is Community Conversation, Waupaca Radio, FM 96.3.